Hello, Julie here with the Sauna Life and Julie B for Health. I want to talk to you about salt therapy and the benefits of salt. Salt therapy and salt in general has been around for a very long time. And many people think that, eating salt is bad, ingesting salt is bad. And actually, that's a myth, and we've kind of been lied to because salt is actually hydrophilic. It absorbs well into the body, it hits the molecules in the cells very quickly. I always go back to when I was a young child, and my mom would say, go gargle with some warm salt water. And I would be like, oh no, that stuff tastes so terrible. I hate doing that. But honestly, it would help because it was killing the bacteria. And I want to talk about like how important it is for people to be going to salt caves, to be using salt blocks in their sauna, or just salt in general, salt lamps. But more than that, I want to talk about this. This is the actual Clearlight, what we call Halo 1 generator. And it's a nice size, as you can see. I don't want it to cover my face. But this generator has amazing benefits to it. And like I said, salt in general is hydrophilic. But with salt actually being absorbed into your lungs, into the bronchi, into the alveoli, into anything that deals with our lungs, you're causing the lungs to expand. So you're going to breathe easier. You're going to breathe deeper. When people ask me, do I need the Halo 1 unit, Julie? Do I need salt therapy? They instantly think, well, I don't have any breathing issues. I don't have asthma. I don't have bronchitis. I don't have COPD. It's not just for that. Salt is for boosting the immune system. Sure, if you do have the label, asthma, bronchitis, COPD, anything that your doctor has given you that, causes a lung restriction, yes, this will help. Is it a complete cure? No, not at all. But with this particular generator, we use this saline pod, and some people call it a cartridge. It's liquid, and this is actually 99.99 pharmaceutical grade sodium chloride, and it's all about that particle size. So when the salt actually comes out of the unit, which I'll be showing this live here before long, it comes out of these nozzles. And if you have too big a particle size, then you're not going to get the benefit that you need when you are truly inhaling and absorbing it and sucking it in. So it is about the type of salt that's used and the particle size. And you can see this is a Clearlight Halo 1, what we call cartridge or pod. But getting back to the benefits, it's so great for the immune system. Sure, it's great for people who have asthma, bronchitis, COPD. It's great for your skin. Again, I know I'm 50 years old, and people tell me all the time, Julie, you don't look 50. And I give credit, obviously, to God, first of all, but I try to eat as healthy as I can with what food I'm given today. I drink a lot of water. I use my sauna. I use red light, but I also give credit to this unit, the salt therapy unit. So it's great for the skin. It's great for anxiety. It's great for depression. It's great for seasonal allergies. Like, there's literally about 20 benefits of having salt that you absorb into the skin, because again, the skin is the largest organ. I think people forget that. So anything that we absorb into our skin hits our bloodstream in about 26 seconds. So with this particular unit, which I'm going to show actually live in action, you don't have to have a sauna. You don't have to have a Clearlight sauna. But I can tell you that I personally like to use this device outside of the sauna. I will actually get into like my, recliner or my bed and prop it up on my knees so that it's close to me. And I will take huge breaths in to inhale the salt. Like when I use it actually in the sauna, yeah, sure, it fills up the whole sauna, The sauna definitely has, a haze to it, and you can still breathe in the salt particles. But I feel a difference when it's actually like as close as possible to me. I know my mom had pneumonia a while back. My daughter had a severe stuffy nose, a cough, a sore throat. We try to avoid the doctor as much as possible. And both of them were using it quite frequently, like even 2 to 3 times a day. And my daughter, especially, was getting rid of a lot of phlegm, a lot of things out of the lungs, and her stuffy nose, her cough was all going away within like 4 to 5 days. So I 100% believe in salt therapy. I actually was exposed to a ton of mold. My daughter and I both were, but I was affected more than she was. And I also went through breast explant surgery. So my lungs were completely trashed. I'm talking like I couldn't walk up and down steps without like panting and being out of breath. My neighbors thought I had COPD or asthma. And I use this salt generator about 4 to 5 times a week. And I can tell you right now that my lungs, when I did what's called a pulmonary function test before my breast implants came out, I was at a capacity of an 88-year-old. Now my lungs are down to a 55-year-old. Now I'm 50, so it's still not exactly where I want it to be, but the leaps and bounds and progress that I have made has been huge. So when people ask me, would I benefit from the Halo One generator? Yes, I feel that every single family should have it. And that goes from children, adults, pets. I've used it on my cats. You can even put it like on a nightstand at night and put it by your child's bed and let them breathe the salt while they're sleeping. Like one session goes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. But this is something that I would have in your home, especially for those seasonal, I don't really believe so much in the flu, but when people are sick and they do have, stopped up noses and they have coughing issues and they have head congestion and they have lung tightness, this is the device for you. So I'm going to show it to you live in action how it works. And remember, you don't have to have a sauna to have this device. Okay, so here is the Clearlight Halo One generator. This is mounted actually in my Sanctuary 3. But remember, you don't have to have a sauna to use this device. There is a mount that's underneath here. And this actually will slide on and off very easily so that, again, you can use it nightstand, tabletop. You can use it outside of the sauna. I personally leave it in here just because it's a nice place to hang it. But I don't always use it in the sauna. I tend to use it, like I said, with my knees propped up in the bed so that I get the best results. I feel like if it's closer to me, it's better. But anyway, to start the unit, there is a button right in the center, and you'll see 4 lights come on. This is the saline pod that I talked about earlier. It goes right directly down into this little, what we call the little holder, and then it slides right in to the side. To start it again, you're going to hit the button. It's going to be at 20-minute timer. You'll usually get anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. It truly depends on whether you have this on high setting or low setting. I always leave mine on low. And you're going to see that salt is coming out of here. Usually it's a fairly decent amount. But again, what will happen is this will kind of, over 15 to 20 minutes, it'll fill up the actual sauna. So people will tend to just be sitting in the sauna, breathing in the salt. Sometimes I'll get up as close as I can. I'll take like good deep breaths. But again, I prefer mine to be up closer to me. So as you can see, this is running out. It's, taking out the 99.99 sodium chloride. It's very relaxing. It comes out kind of like a fine mist, but it will dry kind of like a salty residue. So people always say to me, well, does it make a mess in the sauna? Not really. If you have like a handheld like shop vac or even just a tiny little broom, I literally will clean this up maybe like once a week. Now, I don't use it in here a whole lot, but it's just a matter of cleaning up the salt residue. But in general, this is how it works. It just basically, like I said, diffuses out the pharmaceutical grade salt. You can leave it in the sauna and use it in the sauna, or you can use it, like I said, nightstand, tabletop, or propped up on your knees. But it is a great, great healing device. Right now, we have these on sale for Black Friday. We'll also give you 30. We want to give you more than 3. We'll give you 30 free. That was kind of what I was trying to do, is 30 and free together, and it came out 3. We'll give you 30 free saline pods. So what I showed you that we put here in the cartridge. And it's a great gift idea. It's great for your health. And again, you don't have to have a sauna, because a lot of people think, well, I don't have a sauna to put it in. You don't need the sauna. Of course, it's great to have the sauna as well, but if you want this device, now's the time to get it with the Black Friday sale. You can contact me at 513-309-2527 or thesaunalife.com.